So guys, we finally got a release date on one of the Vita limited run games. Papers, Please, the physical edition will be up for sale on July 24th. Now, they still don't have a release date for Super Meat Boy, but it will be going on sale at the same time as Super Meat Boy Forever on the PlayStation 4 and Switch, whenever that will be. Still no official announcement on what that final Vita game will be that is given away to people with a complete Vita LRG collection, but that's still very likely to be Revenge of the Bird King. And of course, Nicholas has not given us a release date on 1001 Spikes, V's, and Binding of Isaac. Now there is one more game on the Vita that has a lot of signs pointing to a physical release. A game that hasn't been announced yet. It's very possible that this game was planned and then canceled at the last minute. Maybe there weren't enough Vita cartridges to go around. I know there was a bit of a shortage at the time, but it is possible that there is a physical release out there. And that game is Nightcry. Now I know this game didn't get the best reviews, but Playism announced a physical edition in 2018 for the Vita, but they haven't mentioned it since. The game was also ESRB rated right before the final date that Sony needed physical games to be reported to them. Now, an ESRB rating would be completely unnecessary if they only planned to release it digitally. Again, they could have planned the physical and then canceled it last minute. Also, the game was finalized on Vita 1 month before physical games could no longer be ordered from Sony on the Vita. So everything was on time for a physical release. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep looking into it and I'll report if I find anything. All right guys, let's get on with our review. Today I'm gonna be checking out Aircraft Evolution, which will be available on the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, July 22nd. Aircraft Evolution is an action game where you single-handedly destroy enemy bases in your aircraft. It kind of reminds me of UN Squadron, but with more maneuverability. In this game, you will be playing missions from 4 different time periods, starting with the First World War and continuing all the way up into a futuristic era with huge bases and large combat mechs. Now, interestingly, you can keep your starting wooden plane and play all the way through to the end with it, but I'd recommend buying something newer with a little more power. As you take out the enemy, you will earn experience points and cash. With the experience points, you'll level up and unlock new things to buy with your cash, such as better weapons and aircraft. Now, not only will newer aircraft be stronger and faster, but you'll also be able to upgrade individual features on each aircraft as well. So upgrade your armor, firing speed, and more. Then before you head out, stock up on missiles, napalm, nukes, and more. The graphics look alright. I like the skies and the terrain. The menus could be a little sleeker looking though, but it gets the job done. The sound and music fits the game appropriately. I mean, it sounds like war music. I like the diversity in the levels. So some stages will have you take out the entire base, sometimes just the buildings. Other stages will have you take down X number of aircraft or navigate a minefield. And there are bonus stages as well. These bonus stages can only be played once, so make the most of them and try to grab as many supplies as you can. There are some minor physics applied to the buildings and stuff, which can be a bit satisfying watching the debris collapse to the ground. I think I would have liked to see more epic boss battles though, with like some varied attack patterns and weak points. But for the price, it was a pretty fun game. There are 40 missions to play through and multiple difficulty levels. I thought that the normal difficulty was just right though. Any harder and it might have felt a little tedious, and the easy mode will have you clear through the missions a little too fast. Anyway, it's a fun little game. Check it out if you're into it. It was published by Sometimes You, and as you know, they have made Vita games in the past. Unfortunately, this one is not releasing on the Vita. I would have loved to see it on the Vita. Seems like a nice little fit for it. But I also understand that, you know, compilers stop supporting it after time, and we're just gonna see fewer and fewer Vita ports. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you later.